Making businesses come alive. We have Saji Nair with us, CEO and digital marketing expert in Dubai. He is here to talk to us about all things digital now. His company is a growth-driven digital marketing agency based in Dubai and with offices in KSA, USA and India as well. They've been in the market for the last 14 years, helping clients grow their business using the power of online channels. Good morning, Saji, and welcome to the show.
Good morning, Muriel. It's a pleasure to be here, and thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Absolutely. You've got to talk to me a little bit about your company, though.
Okay, so I started Wisoft Solutions, 14 years back. So it was in 2010. We basically, started more as a mobile marketing agency then. Digital has not grown in the year 2010. But over the years, when traditional advertising has been dying and, digital has been growing, then we started to spread our wings, across the digital spectrum, because that's what every business needs, and that's how we ventured into this, offering various digital services. So digital is a very generic term, but again, based on the client's requirement, is what we do provide a tailor-made solution with clear objectives and goals in mind of the client.
So the clients know it all.
Yeah.
Is it true? Or, suppose you have a client coming and telling you, Saji, I know it all. I know which areas I want to invest in. I know what direction I want to take my company in. How do you kind of break that information down for them and tell them, listen, you may have the expertise, but you still require a legit digital agency kind of helping you, giving you the third hand you require?
True. See, most of the clients approach us, the intention of, doing certain things. They come up with, saying that they want social media marketing or they want SEO, but that's not the way or the direction to go forward. So when a client approaches an agency, and when we are in discussion with them, what we really need to understand is what are their clear goals and objectives that they want to achieve. We need to start the discussion from there, rather than the client telling the agency that you need to do this. Then that's sending the wrong direction. Because when you approach an agency who has got the expertise, let the agency understand, what the clients want. And then on the basis of that, you draw a strategy on how to achieve it. So there are various ways to achieve their goals. So we always say that, all requirements are not the same.
Correct.
And, one shoe doesn't fit, everybody.
Correct.
So you need to, really map that out and then give the direction in which you want to, achieve this for your clients. So basically, let's say when a client comes and say that, they're having these challenges. So what we tend to do is we need to understand, what their requirements are. And then, again, it also depends on what their budgets. So you need to align that, So if clients say that I want this, that,
But do you do what's good for them or do you do what's good for the budget? How do you work?
So it is what is good for them. And when we say, they have certain things to achieve. So if you say that to achieve this, that this is what you need to do. Now, this is what you need to do is based on two things, what they want to achieve and what their budgets are. Now, so we have so many clients, SMEs as well as, large clients approaching us, saying that, I want to increase my sales. But they say that, our budgets are less. Fine. Now, in case if your budgets are less, which is fine, you may not be able to achieve what exactly they're looking at, but at least you can start and show them the trajectory, the growth trajectory, that, with this, these are the activities that we need to do. And based on that, you will achieve this. And then maybe after a 3-month or a 6-month, you're working with the agency and showing them an upward trajectory, then you can, start investing now. Because once the clients start to
because that's
revenue,
the problem, when I'm looking into, say, kickstarting the digital aspect of my business, I'm not going to put in 20,000, 30,000 dirhams. That's not possible. I want to maybe start off with a 5,000 to see what is my ROI.
True.
Right?
So this is where all the clients come. Now, if the agency, and what we have always seen between the clients and the agency is that sometimes there's no clear understanding. And this is what we have seen with most of them. And, and if there is no clear understanding, and if the agencies doesn't inform the clients well in advance what they are going to achieve with this kind of budget and what you're going to do for them based on their objectives, then it can lead to, the clients walking away.
Right.
So that's what we have seen most of the cases. So if you have a clear understanding and you inform them, see, with this, kind of budget and with what you want to achieve, this is what we will be doing and this is what you will be achieving.
Mrs. Saji, now you spoke about the budget, you spoke about the requirements of the clients, their expectations. But, when we talk about digital marketing, what are the main problems that the clients might face when they're working with a digital marketing agency?
Yeah. So, as I spoke earlier, the main challenges that they face is a lack of communication and transparency. The clients always feel, there is lack of transparency from the agency side. With regards to the spend, with regards to the metrics, with regards to the goals to be achieved,
Right.
So there is always this challenge that the clients face in terms of reporting. These are some of the common challenges that the clients face. Then unrealistic expectations.
True, true.
Sometimes what happens is that the agencies, they somehow want to close the deal.
Right.
And they agree to, okay, the client say, I want this, I want that. Agency says, oh yes, we will do all these things.
But why will an agency say no?
No, so that
It's
is
the money that is coming,
So
you know?
it is not only about money. See, at the end of the day, it's a long-term relationship that you want to have with the client. An agency should not be taking the client for a ride. If you have clear communication, and you advise, you're a consultant, you're a digital consultant. An agency is consulting the client on what you need to do. Now, if you go and meet a doctor, and if the doctor doesn't prescribe you with the right medicine, then that's going to be,
But digital agencies have a lot of competition out in the market. I mean, it's the tooth and nail that you're really fighting for a place with a client, because initially it would be a client would go out looking and sorting for an agency. Now,
Okay.
you have agencies kind of gunning to get one client on board, and these are huge clients because the money at the end is huge. So how do you kind of make and pave your way through that?
So this is from my experience. So what our agency does, we just do not go bang and want to somehow get clients on board. What our team does, and as Wisoft Solutions, as a digital agency does, is give clear advice to the client. We are not here just to get clients on board, and that is one thing, because we are looking for a long-term relationship. Because what we have seen is that if you somehow get a client on board by just promising and giving unrealistic expectations to the client, what will happen is that you will stop working with them in the next 2 to 3 months. And that also leads to negative publicity, because they are going to talk bad about yourself in the market. So do you want negative publicity and lose the client in 2 to 3 months? No.
But do you really care about the small clients that come on board with bare minimum money?
Yes.
Or
No. Yeah.
is it just the bigger
we
clients?
don't differentiate with now. Of course, with small clients, SMEs with small budgets. There were days when SMEs couldn't advertise their products and services because there was all big media available, and they couldn't afford
Correct.
to advertise. Now with digital in place, you can track, you can check each and every penny that is spent, isn't it? So even small budgets, see the challenge why they are coming to us, their bottom line, their sales is not growing. Now what to do? So for such SME clients with low budget, what we try and start doing is, rather than going for brand building exercise, is basically, let's say, depending upon what the industries they are, or what kind of products and services, we normally do start with, let's say, lead generation activities. Now
Correct.
is to generate inquiries. See, they need to have confidence. They need to have some monies coming in. They need to see some kind of inquiries happening, and then they get the confidence.
Right.
Once they get the confidence, and just imagine the next 2 to 3 months, if we can build a small pipeline, with potential inquiries, definitely, we are sure then they would actually then invest into, SEO, social media management, influencer marketing, and from there they'll take various services.
So when you say small SME clients and you're talking about small time budgets, what's the budget bracket that we're looking at right now?
See, when we talk about small time budgets, at least, a minimum, this includes media spent plus the ad agency fees. So for a small medium client, if they have a budget of, let's say, 10 to 15,000, this is including media spend plus, because you need to have a certain minimum budget, to make sure it performs. And I'm talking about this is for as a monthly fee, not a weekly or something, but on a monthly basis. If you at least have 10 to 15,000 dirhams, you can do a good, decent this thing, and you'll be able to perform, and then they would definitely get genuine inquiries. From there, once they start seeing the results, definitely we are sure that they would spend even more. Yeah.
Right. And right now we have Fahad with us. Good morning, Fahad. You have Saji in the studio.
Good morning, guys. Good morning, Muriel, and good morning, Mr. Saji. And I have a question for the gentleman, that how to avoid the people that you can say that not professional marketing agencies, that this incident happened with me. See, I am running a business. One company came to me and they were like, I'm a consulting business basically. Now, one company came to me and they said to me that we will do that for your business and blah blah blah. I was like, let's lock a deal. Now, XYZ was their budget and XYZ was my company budget as well. That basically you will invest on marketing. Now, what in the start, what they did in Facebook and other social media platform and also SEOs, each and everything, they did good. But after some time, my Facebook page and Instagram page got banned due to some black hat marketing or something like that. So, how to avoid that? This immature marketing agency, because we are not in the field.
Okay, yeah, I understand your concern. So, see, basically, you need to choose, the right kind of agency. That's number one. Now, how do you choose the right kind of agency? Is one, they should have a clear understanding of what your goals, your objectives are, and whatever the budget may be, and based on your industry, they choose the right channels now to market. As you said, initially they were doing well, and then they were trying. So it can be result. So one thing that I also always advise even clients is not to start pushing agencies, for results. Yes, you need to keep track of the performance of the agency, regularly. I would say if it is a lead gen campaign, you need to have a weekly review meeting with the agency, between the agency and the client. And if it is SEO, you can have a monthly review meeting, and so on. And that's what you need to do. So basically, here what I've seen is, yeah. Please go ahead.
Hello.
Yeah.
Sorry, your voice got stuck in between.
Yeah. So what I would say is that, as you said, initially they were providing results, isn't it?
Yeah, it's for 3 to 4 months. We were doing some weekly meetings and monthly meetings to check what kind of leads we were getting, and on that we were giving our comments to understand, make them understand. And after some time, I don't know what happened, because we are not expert in SEOs and we are not expert in Facebook marketing, because Facebook changed their policy after every single week or after every single month. That's how it goes. So I don't know, they were not that much expert, and or I were in a trap, and my Facebook page, because it was, let's say, XYZ company, and I cannot make the same page again then.
True.
And that page cannot be as well.
Can I understand what kind of business you are into?
I'm an immigration law firm.
Immigration law firm. So your target audience are high net worth individuals?
High network, only a businessman.
Only a businessman. And what are the kind of channels you said they used? Facebook and Instagram marketing?
Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and also SEOs, Google AdWords, each and everything we were doing basically.
So there were many channels that were being used. So anyway, I'm not going and discussing about what the budget was and all these things. So as you said, like initial months they were doing well, and then afterwards it just. So this can be due to the complacency also from the client side. Now, see what basically happens with the agency is that the first 3 months are crucial, So they given all the efforts to somehow, keep the client with them. But afterwards is what, after the 3-month period is where you really need to engage with the agency. And again, one more thing is that again, adapting, the things might change. So basically, you need to work closely with the agency to make sure that, they're changing their campaigns, the communication, because for 3 months they would have tried, and, people would have seen, and would have, that fatigue would have set in. So definitely they need to make those necessary changes. Maybe that change would not have happened in terms of communication, in terms of the creatives,
Right.
That I feel could have been the reason why after 3-4 months it didn't really give the results what you were looking for.
Fahad, did you get your answer to your question?
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Fahad.
Yeah. So what I would like to tell your listeners, those who are running companies, marketers, when it comes to digital marketing, you need to have your organic brand presence online. So what are they? I mean, first you need to make sure that you have a website. There are many companies that they have a website, but that's not converting into business.
Right.
Does your website is generating leads and inquiries for you? There are companies which has social media pages, but are the social media pages increasing, having a content that is trying to increase followers, trying to build engagement? So these are certain things that you need to have. So basically we always say, when a client approaches, you have two kinds of plan. One is long-term investment and one is a short-term investment. Now what is this long-term and short-term? Long-term means the organic growth, isn't it, which is a long-term game. You don't expect results over time. So let's say your website, many clients have this question, what kind of website do they need? And what we have seen with most of the clients, they do not know how much would a website cost. Now it's a very general thing. They do not know how much. So normally when they approach us, they ask us, even before giving the scope of work of what kind of website do they need, they would ask us, what would be the cost? Now how can we give a cost?
That's a scare.
How can we give a cost? Yeah. But yes, there are companies that provide packages saying a website will cost so and so, even without understanding the client's requirements. Make no mistake, there was a time when websites were built because just you had a company. Just to talk about us and your mission and vision and contact us. This is what a website. In this digital age, that has changed. Your website is the main platform that generates business for you. So you need to have the right one. So you need to work with the right company that understands what your requirements are and build with the right technology, because there are different technologies that are available in the market to build a website.
Right.
Now that depends on the kind of business and the kind of industry. So have a clear understanding. Don't go and ask any agency what a website costs, and if somebody is giving a cost without understanding the requirements, I would tell them not to work with them. Because once you build a website, it's a long-term investment. You are going to have this particular website at least for the next 2 to 3 years.
Correct.
With some cosmetic changes and small changes happening, but you're not going to change it on a regular basis. So think carefully, do the right investment. I'll not say more or less, but do the right investment, you will get better results. And also, when you're working with a company that is going to develop the website, make sure that the company also has the expertise on SEO, because that's very critical. When you're building a website, you need to take care of all those elements, because when a visitor comes to your website, you need to make sure that you convert this visitor into a lead and then a lead into a customer. This journey is very important.
Right. So, Mr. Saji, also, like you did mention, social media presence is important. The content is important. Your website plays a major role. But apart from that, is there any basic groundwork that you should do before you hire a marketing agency?
Before you hire, you need to check out what the agency is actually capable of, because digital is a very generic term.
Correct.
Isn't it? Because under digital there are so many services that are being offered, right from, let's say, branding,
right,
right from branding to web app development, SEO, social media, lead gen, marketing automation. These are, various services under that a digital agency offers. So basically what the clients need to have a look. If a client gets an agency that does all, then that's the best thing, because they can work with one agency who has got proven expertise across all these things. Because it is very difficult for a client to work with an agency which only is specialized in one.
Right.
It becomes very difficult. So
right.
They really need to understand, do the groundwork, have clear communication with the agency, and see, look at their past case studies, what they have done for other clients and what kind of goals. Because there are certain agencies which are specialized. When I say specialized, it's just because they would have done more work for a certain industry.
Right.
Like for example, in our scenario, we have done a lot of work for real estate, healthcare, education. These sectors more than any other sectors. So definitely, we have
your
more
Lies
understanding.
here.
Expertise is because of your experience in that particular industry. And let me tell you, any client that wants to work with an agency, if they see, it's not just about using tools or technology.
Correct.
Anybody can easily pick up tools and technologies. It's not a difficult thing.
True.
You go online and you can learn.
True.
But as an agency, if you don't understand the client's business, that's the core. If you don't understand the business, how are you going to sell it?
Absolutely.
You need to understand that. If you understand that, then you can use the right tools and technology to achieve the results. If you don't understand whatever tools and technology is available in the market, you will not produce results, because all the digital agencies are using the same kind of tools, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Facebook, Insta, LinkedIn, you name whatever, all are using the same. So how are you different from the others? It's your understanding about the other business.
Now you're leaving us with a lot of thoughts to kind of think on. Now we've reached the end of our conversation, but thank you so much for taking time out, coming to our studios, having a chat with us. Is there any other way that people can get in touch with you? Maybe on your LinkedIn?
So of course they can connect me on LinkedIn. They can connect on our website, Wisoft, WISOFT solutions.com, or they can even give me a call on 050 Thank you once again for having me here.